A good midday to you on this Friday, December the 14th. This weather video is driven by 802cars.com. It represents 802 Toyota, Twin Cities, Subaru, and 802 Honda. They're all located off of Exit 7 on Interstate 89. For this VELCO Weather Hazards Outlook, moderately busy period of weather ahead, dealing with the northern branch of the jet stream, the subtropical branch of the jet stream as well. So things are kind of going back and forth, so a little bit on the busy side. Most potential for impacts due to gradient wind gusts will be happening on Tuesday of next week as a modified push of Arctic air pushes in on some gusty northwesterly winds behind a departing area of low pressure, and high pressure builds in pretty rapidly. Now there'll be a warm-up this weekend, a few rain showers, far northern areas will mix and a mixed bag of precipitation and some glazing due to freezing rain across southeastern Vermont. This will happen on Sunday afternoon. So we get it kind of from the north Friday afternoon today, and then Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening from the south. That could produce a little bit of mixed precipitation, and mainly this would happen along our very far southern southeastern counties here, mostly Windham County, secondarily Bennington County. And beyond that, best project weather is looking like Saturday, tomorrow, as well as next Wednesday. And no extremes in temperatures, although we'll see some ups and downs, certainly with a oscillation in temperature ahead. Looking at the 6-hourly increments and the weather pattern here, first of all, we have the northern branch of the jet stream here. You can see colder temperatures and these blue temperatures with a 0-degree isotherm. And this is a little snow, but it mixes out as a little bit of rain shower activity, peaking during the warmth of this afternoon on Friday. It looks like just the northern tier areas are affected. Otherwise, we have that kind of split flow, and most of Vermont not affected, with a good project weather day shaping up now for Saturday all day long. Keeping an eye on this sort of tail end of the southern stream here, we have an area of low pressure. This is going to push in and produce some mixed precipitation. That's not going to happen until once we get into really Sunday afternoon right here, and we'll cover this again with precipitation type here in a second. But you can see that that pushes in, and then it changes to some light flurry activity or light snow shower activity, and then pushes on out. But that opens the door for that area of departing area of low pressure, and pressure gradient increases a little bit as we get into Monday and Tuesday, mostly Tuesday. And you can see the stronger, slightly stronger winds here with the pressure gradient tightening up and then decreasing and pushing on out. That gives way to a ridge of higher pressure on Wednesday with a good project weather day. And then beyond this period, as we get into, it looks like on Thursday, a warm day with leftovers of the area of higher pressure, and then a rainstorm will be pushing into the region. This is past 7 days out. If it's going to move here, there we go. And you can see that that gets a little healthy and something to look forward to here at the end of next week. This would be valid along about Friday or the 21st of December, which happens to be the winter solstice at, I think it's 5:53 a.m. in the morning. Okay, running precipitation type, there's our Friday afternoon and Friday evening rain shower activity. It departs, almost affects southern Vermont, not quite. We have kind of a split in the flow here with dry weather for tomorrow, Saturday. And then here comes that little tail end. This, by the way, is sleet, kind of a mix of sleet and freezing rain. And you can see that it moves up, continues to move up into parts of southern parts of Vermont. But it's a little bit of minor glazing is going to be taking place. It looks like mostly for Windham County, and then just some snow shower and flurry activity. We're not talking about very much, but maybe we accrue anywhere from a trace to as much as 4 inches over this period in time through next Tuesday with that northwesterly flow pushing on through. That's followed by another nice day. And I'm going to run this a little faster here, so you can see rain pushes in for the 21st on Friday of next week beyond this period. And toward the tail end of that, it looks like we change out to snow. This is not in granite by any stretch, but we could pick up a little more significant potential for snowfall, kind of a quick shot on the tail end of that system. This is the GFS ensemble centered on Montpelier, Vermont. You can see toward the very tail end some spikier amounts of precip here, but otherwise this is the QPF for 3-hour increments under 500ths of an inch. Not a whole lot to show for it. Putting it all together, total QPF, you can kind of get the idea here. A little bit of precip here, another shot here, and so forth. Overall, however, only about 10 to 25% precipitation of normal through the next 7 days. And here's what that looks like. You can see most of the heavier precip is south of a line here. Pacific Northwest is starting to see an increase and decent amounts of precipitation hitting them, as well as parts of Northern California. Back to the GFS ensemble, you can see precipitation type mostly as rain, and as we get into the stuff on the backside there, mostly as snow. Okay, switching to temperature now. 32 degrees here, this purple line, 35, 40, and so forth, 5 above. So we can see our temperatures are going to be above freezing during the daytimes. At nighttime they go close to freezing, and a little bit of a sharper fall, but you can see where the temperature increments are. This is our cold period, a little shot of Arctic air after Tuesday, and relatively modified. It's really not that cold, and then the temperatures make a nice climb upward. 850 millibars, hectopascals. You can see temperatures above 0 or 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Aloft at that level mean rain, and this is the period for a little bit of rain, and then we're cold enough for all snow, maybe returning for a little bit of rain, although that's kind of dicey. Coast to coast, above normal in temperature, 3 to 6 degrees, or a little more than 3 degrees in our neck of the woods. So this is a 5-day model output statistics, and this is just high temperatures only. So 3 days later, you can see that we neutralize on that, with still a lot of warmth to our west. Climate Reanalyzer is back. You can see where the warmth is really occurring. The most warmth in the looks like in the northern hemisphere is across now parts of North America, a switch out from Europe and what we've been seeing in Asia, Eurasia area. A little colder to the north, the Canadian archipelago. Cold offshore, a little colder in Mexico and so forth. The world's running about 0.8 of a degree centigrade. Northern hemisphere 1.3, 0.2 above normal for these anomalies. The Arctic's well above normal at 3.6 degrees. Antarctic's above normal. Tropics are even above normal. So overall, the world is above normal in temperature. And we also have a weak El Nino probably aiding this as well. Here's snow cover, or dwindling snowpack right now in the north and east. Probably an increasing snowpack across the Pacific Northwest, Central, and Northern Rockies. Next 12, 13 days out, this is the total accrued snowfall for the European ensemble model. You can see not everywhere is going to obtain a decent amount of snow, but over 6 inches across many of our local mountains in the Northeast Kingdom. So a little more of an increased pickup here as we head around the Christmas holiday or just beyond that. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights. Thanks for watching.